Well, welcome back. My name is Tom Storey, and this is the March edition of the Storey Report, where we talk about what's happening in the market. Now, if you've been reading the news, you might either think this is a great time to sell real estate, or you might think the world is ending. So we really want to put some context into everything for you. So what happened so far this year is that we've seen a bit of a healthier market. And as we move into April and the spring, we're going to start seeing more listings. Now, year over year for March, sales were down almost 40%, and average price across the GTA was actually down 14%. And again, that might sound scary without any context. However, if you go back 3 years, the average property price in Toronto is up almost 30%. So it's really how you look at the numbers. Now, on a ground level, for both me and Cam doing this every single day, we found the one segment of the market that hasn't really changed is the condominiums. There is just so much pressure on that segment and price point because really it's the only affordable option. And with the new OFC mortgage regulations and the rate hike that started the year, it's really pushed a lot of these buyers into this segment. So I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and I'm gonna let Cam tell you about the numbers.
Now, when we're talking stats in the 416, it's important to remember again that we're talking about comparing it to a point in time that was almost the most irrational in Toronto real estate history. Price points are still okay. Detached homes are almost 1.3 million, semis $1,030,000, townhomes $735,000, and condos $590,000. The thing to remember here is that there's only 1.8 months of inventory in the core. That is still a very, very strong seller's market. The fact is, there is more inventory to choose from, but if you own quality product that's close to the core, you're gonna get multiple offers and still get a great price for your asset. And that is a slam dunk and something you can count on.
Now, as Cam just mentioned, Toronto real estate is probably going to be a slam dunk into the future if you own assets in this city. Now, right now, the good homes that are listed correctly and look good are selling for great prices. It's the not so great homes that are sitting on the market, and that's a sign of being back to a healthy market, which we're actually very excited about.
Definitely, and we're starting to see a shrink in the gap between condo ownership prices and freehold prices, which is actually a good thing and should shift us back into freehold being the more desirable asset class to own long term.
Now, if you want to get a bit more in depth about these monthly stats, we had the opportunity to talk to CTV yesterday and do the John Oakley show, and we went into really all the nitty gritty of exactly what you need to know. Those links will be below. Thank you so much for watching another edition of the Storey Report.
And home is where your story begins.